Hello, welcome back to Every Problem. This is Stewart Calculus, 8th edition, section 1.4, problem number 12. For this problem, we're supposed to make a rough sketch of the graph, not really using a calculator or anything, just observing the transformations of the graph and sketching it accordingly. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to sketch the parent graph, so to say, which is y equals b to the x. And that's just going to look like we will have a point 0, 1, and b to the x will go something like this. And there's an asymptote. There's an asymptote at the line y equals 0. Okay? Now here we have y equals, we have a couple things. We have 0.5 to the x minus 1. Now, whenever possible, this isn't like a hard set rule or anything, but whenever we have decimals like that, I like to try to convert them to fractions just because it always makes me a little nervous that I'll accidentally write 5 or I don't know. It's just having decimals can sometimes make things a little trickier, so it's not the neatest 5 there, but it's 0.5. So let's just rewrite that as a decimal. We'll have y equals 1/2 to the x minus 1. Now, one thing that we know is when b is between 0 and 1, our general shape of the graph is going to look like this instead. Something like this. Well, I guess not quite like that, but because there's the asymptote, right? So something like that. And now we have that general shape because we have base 1/2. Now we also have x minus 1. So usually what happens is when x equals 0, then y will equal 1 because you'll have b to the 0 equals 1. In this case, we have x minus 1. So this is going to give the graph a horizontal shift to the right. So let's draw this a little bit more neatly. So naturally, 0, 1 right here would be one of the points of intersection. Instead, we're going to have x will have to equal 1 in order for y to equal 1. So that's where we're going to have the point 1, 1. And at 0, when x equals 0, we'll have this 1 to the this 1/2 to the x minus 1. If that just gives us 1/2 to the negative 1, then that will equal 2. So at 0, we're actually going to have 2. And the graph will continue to have this shape, right? And there's going to be this asymptote here. So the graph will look something like this. And let me just erase some of this so that it's nice and neat. There we go. And this graph here, boxed in yellow, is going to be our sketch of y to the 1/2, y equals 1/2 to the x minus 1.